Hey guys, Bies here. Time to find out what's going on our next MPL battle. I know it's been quite a while. We had a break with the holidays and whatnot, and then last week we didn't battle for reasons. So we were given the victory, which is unfortunate. I don't like to have that happen, but there's nothing we can do about it. But anyway, so right now as it stands, our record is 4-5, which is not the greatest at all, but we are currently actually holding a playoff position right now, which is why this match is quite important. We're going up against Ips, iPoke Shuckles, and the Huston Axews. Ips took over for Slacks after Slacks left, and that's what we're going up against. So Ips is a good battler. He does some quite unique things, so make sure you go and check out his side of the battle. His link will be in the description down below as well. And we're trying to get the victory here because that's what we need. We need a victory in order to keep our chances of making the playoffs alive. Me, Eric, and Ips are all tied right now with 4-5. We just have the little bit of better differential, which is why we are currently in the playoff position. So we're going to try our best darnest to win this. I know, unfortunately, this is a post-com battle, as you guys can tell, and it's also on Showdown, unfortunately. So it's a post-com battle because some things happened when I was planning on to record it that I was not expecting to happen, so I wasn't able to actually live record it, and it's on Showdown because that's just the best way for us to battle Ips, since Ips is in a completely different time zone. Way different. Umbreon, what are you doing here? Shh, stay. Ips is in a completely different time zone, and I think he's like 18 hours ahead of us or something like that, something ridiculous. So this was the best way to get the battle gone and done, so we're going to be doing Showdown for this week. Next week should definitely not be in Showdown, and we're hopefully that we're going to get a victory today and next week as well. This is week 10, so there's only 3 more matches. There's 2 after this, including this one. We got 3. Alright, so as you can see, Ips is bringing his Frostlass, Seismitoad, Amoonguss, Hippowdon, Cobalion, and Volcarona. I was expecting the Excadrill, to be honest, so I prepped pretty good for that, but, you know, I can handle this team pretty decently. So we were bringing Megazard X, we got Scizor, we got Swampert, which is our Adamant, one. I thought about making a Choice Banded, but there was really no 4th move that would actually do anything at all for us, so I decided not to. It's leftovers with Stealth Rocks, so we're going to hopefully get them up for that Volcarona, because we know Volcarona is dangerous with the Quiver Dances. We got Celebi with our Choice Specs. This is actually a fully offensive Celebi. I bring in, kind of set up bulky Celebi recently, so I thought, let's throw Choice Specs on it and see how this bad boy can hit. We are bringing Hitmonlee, the Endure Lychee Berry, I think it is, whichever. It's the one that when you go below 25%, it raises your attack +1, so we can get, hopefully, Endure, get that +1, get our Unburden off, and then do some work. And we've got Rotom Wash, which is our specially defensive wall. Oh, I forgot to mention Scizor is actually our defensive wall. I wanted to try something sneaky with this match, or kind of not common. I really hope that we can get it off. And then I'm not going to actually tell you what it is because the spoilers, we don't get it off. So I wanted to maybe use it in a future battle. And Umbreon over here just does not want to chill. Does not want to chill. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to hit that play with music off button. And I'll probably be pausing it since this is Showdown and I'm not sure exactly how quickly Showdown goes and whatnot. We're going to see. But anyway, so I lead off with Celebi as he leads off with Cobalion. So I actually am packing the Earth Power on this Celebi, so I went for that. As he goes for the Volt Switch, outspeeds me, which lets me know that he's speedy. So I go for the Earth Power as he goes into a Seismitoad, which is about 43%. So I'm guessing he probably was, I don't know what he was thinking here. I thought he was going to get up at Stealth Rocks, to be honest. But he goes for Scald for some reason. I don't know what he was predicting, to be honest. So I just go off for a couple Earth Powers, get the Seismitoad out of the way, so that's good. He goes into his Volcarona here. Okay, so here's where I really screw up here. So I know he knows he has Earth Power. I know he's going to Quiver Dance, so I figure, alright, I'm Choice Specs. Let's see how much this Earth Power does, so hopefully we can get, below half and whatnot. Something that does good amount of damage. Earth Power is neutral. I know it's not stab, but I'm still Choice Spec, so it kind of makes it stab. So that's what I want to do. I knew it was going to Quiver Dance. I did not want to just give it a free Quiver Dance. And then as you can see, I go for Earth Power and it does 38%. So that tells me that he's probably got HP investment. because that does like nothing. That does like nothing. So he goes for the Quiver Dance as expected. Okay, now here's where I goof up even more. So instead of just hard switching out with the Celebi, like I should have to begin with, I stayed in, went for the Earth Power, which was very stupid. Shouldn't have done that. And so he goes for the Quiver Dance. So now I'm thinking that he's going to go for probably a Bug Buzz or a Fiery Dance, something like that. So I switch into my Rotom, my special wall, because I know I can take that. And this little sneaky bastard, goes for another Quiver Dance because he knows that that he can take it. So he goes for another Quiver Dance. He's at +2, +2, +2, everything. So I know this is my special Rotom. So I knew he was either going to be packing. I know he's going to be packing Bug Buzz, Fiery Dance, and Quiver Dance, obviously. And then he was either going to be packing Roost or Giga Drain. I wasn't sure which one he was going to be packing. So as you can see, he's packing Giga Drain. So I actually thought that I could live a +2 non-stab Giga Drain because I am a specially defensive Rotom. Unfortunately, that was not the case. As you can see, and I ran the damage calcs after this, and it was actually about a 50-50 shot of whether or not this was one-shot me. So unfortunately for me, Ips got the high roll, and he got the one-shot, and so Rotom just went down like a sack of bricks. Now here is where I really, really mess up. I, for some strange reason, go into my Charizard. No idea why I do this, because I don't have actually anything to hit him. The only thing that I can hit him with is an Earthquake. So that's neutral. Non-stab. No idea why I honestly go into my Charizard here. What I should have done was just gone straight out into Hitmonlee. So for some reason I go to Charizard. I don't know why. So I Mega Evolve. Get that off. He goes for a Fiery Dance, which does 28%. That's quad resisted. That does 28%. Earthquake does about 45%. So I knew it was a roll to whether or not I could kill him right now. Unfortunately, I get another low roll. He has the Citrus Berry. I'm like, oh, that's great. And look how much Bug Buzz does. He goes for the Giga Drain, which is actually, again, quad resisted, non-stab. Takes me out. So now is when I go into the Hitmonlee. It's nicknamed Ips. Some people will know why. And we go into Hitmonlee. And so I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to get slipped by a freaking Volcarona. I stupidly let Charizard go down. I should have went into Hitmonlee initially. No reason why I went into Charizard, and I let my Mega die for no reason whatsoever. So we go into Hitmonlee. So my only chance here is that he is not max speed, because Volcarona is at +2, so he's got double speed. He's got 100 base speed. Hitmonlee only got 86, I think. 86 base speed, and so it'll get doubled with the Unburden, but his speed's already doubled. So the only way I outspeed him, I'm max speed Jolly. The only way I outspeed him is if he is not fully invested in speed to the point where I can actually outspeed him. So this is where I'm either going to get swept by Volcarona or not. So I go for the Endure as he goes for a Fiery Dance. Luckily, he doesn't go for a Quiver Dance. That would have been horrible. So it takes me down to the 1%, pop my Lychee Berry, get me at +1, and then we find out right now that I am actually faster, and Stone Edge does not miss, so that's great. He goes out into his Hippowdon, so I'm like +1, +1, I might as well just go for it. I go for the Close Combat, and look how much this does. It does literally nothing. And I die, because he just goes for a Psych Off, and oh look, he's at full HP again, and then Hitmonlee goes down to Sand. So Hitmonlee he prevented the sweep. So yeah, so we go into Swampert. I predict the switch into the Amoonguss and go for the Ice Punch, because that's kind of middle ground play, because it's still super effective on the Hippowdon and whatnot. So it looks like Ips is actually bringing two physically defensive monsters, Hippowdon and Amoonguss. So obviously he's going to go probably for a Giga Drain or something. I go into Celebi. He actually goes for Spore, so I'm actually immune to that. So that was good. And now I can go for a Psychical attack, which does a decent amount. He actually goes out into his Hippowdon. You can see Choice Spec, Psychic. That's physically defensive Hippowdon, obviously, because I did 70% to him. I'm like, all right, well, we're just going to go for another Psychic. And Hippowdon goes down. So now we're at 3-3 each, and I'm going to say the fuck up. He goes into his Frostlass. I know I obviously will get outsped because it's a Frostlass. So I go out into Swampert as he goes for the Shadow Ball. Does a clean 50%. I'm like, oh, alright. So it did 52%. Again, another roll for me. I could live. Doesn't happen. I'm like, gosh dang it. Alright, so we go to Scissor. Now I predict him to switch. I thought he was actually going to go into his Amoonguss right here. So I go out into Celebi. So I'm like, oh. Oh. Alright, so I kind of have to lock myself into Earth Power, unfortunately. We get the crit on the Cobalion. I didn't actually run the Crocs. I totally forgot that I actually got the crit, so I don't know if the crit actually mattered. So he goes into his Amoonguss as I go for the Earth Power. I was actually predicting him to Spore, predicting me to go into Scissor, but he actually just goes for Sludge Bomb. Had I gotten to Scissor, I would have been immune to the Sludge Bomb, and then I probably would have done a double again. At this point, it doesn't really matter. Bullet Punch does that much damage. He goes for Spore. And yeah, I know this Amoonguss can't touch me because it's probably got Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Spore, and I don't know, Leech Seed maybe last move? I don't know. Anyway, so I stay asleep one turn. Stay asleep another turn. He goes for Shadow Ball, which does 60%. So my only chance here is if he's not sashed. I don't even know if he's sashed. I stay asleep for the 3 full turns of sleep, and Scissor goes down to the Frostlass. So unfortunately, some very bad misplays on my point. We did not get the victory, which sucks. We really did want that victory, but, you know, things and stuff happen, and that's just the way that it goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please see that like button down below. Remember to also click the link in the description to follow me on Twitter, because I post updates to the channel and all those good things and stuff. We're getting hyped for the MPL. The playoffs are coming. We're going. We got only a couple more battles to go. We need to basically win out, I think, the last of our season, and we need help now. So I know we play Riz week 12, so that's the final match. I don't remember who we play next week. Well, hopefully we're going to get that. We're still the only person that has defeated Riz, so hopefully we'll make him have 2 losses at the end of the season. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, see that like button, and I guess I will see you guys later.